Hello and welcome back to the Legend of Zelda, the Ocarina of Time. So we just beat the Forest Temple, got a quiver upgrade, and beat a bunch of went and collected all of the big posts around Hyrule Field. So the next place that we're going to go is going to be Kakariko Village. I'm not going to keep the wander over there, so I will meet you when I make it to Kakariko Village. Okay, so now that we're at Kakariko Village, where we're actually going to go is to the windmill, because as we were adult Link, we had learned the Song of Storms, and that's what we need to, where we need to go to activate the next dungeon, or I guess gain access to it. This is one of my favorite little Easter eggs about this game, is it's that time travel paradox. So we had to go into the future to learn a song that needs to be played in the past that we should have already known so that we could learn it in the future. It's one of those weird things. But yeah, we're going to talk to Guru. And we're just going to play the Song of Storms, and what's going to happen is the windmill's going to speed up really quickly during this cutscene, and it's going to drain the well. Okay, if you talk to Guru, he'll just say, wait, it's spinning too fast or something to that effect. But I'm excited to get to the bottom of the well, so we're just gonna rush right over there. There we go. Make sure we don't shatter our ankles on that fall. So when you come into the bottom of the well, you won't be transported out of here when you're done like most other dungeons. So I recommend just dropping Farore's Wind right here so that you can use it to get out when you're done. Because the last thing that we collect in here is on the other side of it. So just one of those little things to save yourself a little bit of time. I always love the atmosphere in the bottom of the well. It's one of my favorites in the entire game. Oh. There we go. Okay, so the whole trick to this dungeon is there's a lot of invisible walls, like ones that you can just walk right through. So yeah, that's kind of the gimmick for this area. Now, you can kind of wander and do a whole bunch of the dungeon, basically in whatever order. This is the order that I do it in, just to make it a little more simple, a little more streamlined. But the first thing we want to do is come over here and play Zelda's Lullaby, because it's going to drain the water out of the floor. And then collect those bombs. I don't even know if I needed bombs. Now, one thing to watch out for is there's this green bubble that wanders and patrols this main area. He can sneak up on you pretty easily, so yeah, you just gotta be mindful of him wandering through here. But after we play Zelda's Lullaby, we're actually gonna go all the way back to the beginning. We're gonna jump in this pool that we hopped over earlier. Oh, come on, Link. Work with me here. There we go. Now, careful when you come out of here, because there's a Skulltula right in front of you. If you go right off to the side, you can totally just go right around him. Not even have to worry about it. And when we come into this room, this has easily the creepiest enemy in the game. So those hands don't hurt you, they just hold you in place until Dead Hand can get to you. It just says watch out for his infinite hands. So if you try to, oh come on. Oh, come on. See if I can pretend like I know what I'm doing here. Tried to do jump attacks because they work better on him, but maybe if I... Because you got to get him to lower his head, or you can hit him. Ah. Really? Just gonna be a giant pain in my ass? Okay, I guess we're doing it this way. Alrighty. So yeah, he's a pretty simple boss. Obviously that was a lot more complicated than it needed to be, but sometimes his hitbox can be a little bit weird. I've just always tried to just do the jump attacks with the Deku sticks. It always seems like it speeds up beating him a little bit. But we'll do this the way that they're intended. Berry. Oh yeah, and be careful. You want to make sure that he's completely buried underground before you get caught by the hand. Because if he's not completely underground, it does this weird thing and he won't reappear until you get caught a second time. Alrighty, and now we go get our prize. We have the Lens of Truth. So yeah, it says, it just tells us that there's lots of mysterious stuff and it costs magic power to use it. And it's mostly to see objects that are hidden or holes in walls that you wouldn't otherwise see. Now, if you use the Lens of Truth and keep it on, it will slowly drain your magic. But if you just need a reference and quickly tap it, it won't actually drain any of your magic while you use it, so... Oh. Wasn't all the way over. Oh, stop it. Yeah, normally if you just stick to the wall, you can go right past that thing and it won't impact you at all. But, alas, I've got the recording on, so it's gotta mess with me. Alrighty. Grab the bombs. Now this little mound here is bombable. And I always collect this because, well, it's right there. And these things are limited to find. But in this chest, we're going to get some bomb shoes. So that's one place where you can get some if you need them without having to go do the bomb shoe bowling alley or finding the salesman in Hyrule Castletown. So, oh, go around him. And yeah, as you can see, we can see right through the fake walls. So this makes navigating this this dungeon a lot easier. And there's one right there. Now be careful in here because there's a big old hole in the floor. So, and if you walk over it, like you don't grasp the ledge or anything, you just straight fall. So then you have to climb all the way back up to get this. But we have the compass. I think the idea is that they initially set it up so that typically you would get the map because it's down here. So you'd try to get the chest from a different opening. Oh. Just blowing myself up. No big deal. But yeah, I think the idea is you try to go get the chest, and when you fall, you wind up finding the dungeon map, then you try again, and then get the compass, but obviously if I know where I'm going, that's not going to happen, so... Oh, stop it. Over here? No. Yeah, this bottom area, there's 4 offshoots. Oh. Let me guess, it's the obvious one with the torches. Okay, and here's a re-dead, and again, tackle them the exact same way. Just keep swinging away so that they don't latch onto you. And here is the dungeon map. Of course, it's the one that's marked, you know, the obvious one that I just didn't pay attention to. Okay, so now that we have the dungeon map, the dungeon item, and the compass, all that's left is for us to collect all the Skulltulas, so... So yeah, this is a relatively short dungeon if you know where you're going right away. But exploring it can be a little bit of a pain if you don't have the compass and the dungeon map right away. So, and every time you fall, you have to come back up to this room. So, that gets annoying pretty quickly if you keep falling down the pits. We go out here. And then... Oh, I already grabbed this chest. Oh, I hear the bubble. Where is he? Then gotta go to this side room. I always forget this one a lot of times. And so when I go to complete this, I have to backtrack and figure out which room I didn't go to. Now, this guy over here, this is a Gibdo, so he acts basically the same way as a Redead. Does basically the exact same thing, just he's a mummy instead of a zombie type thing. Stop it! There we go. So yeah, they're no more difficult. Now, there's 6 coffins here that you can open up by lighting the torch beside it. I'm just going to show the one that you need to get to, but they all have basically the same thing. They've got enemies or hearts or something. This is the only one with a key, which is what you need. And just be careful with that keys. If you have your Deku shield, they will fly into the torch and light themselves on fire and burn up your shield. So that's something to be mindful of when you go to tackle this. Yeah, all these other ones either have a Gibdo or keys in them, so I'm just ignoring them and moving on. Don't need that chest, so I'm not worried about it. We're gonna go back this way. Yeah, I always do just a quick double check. There it is. There it is. I knew there was one over here still. So here's another key. Oh. Which way's out? And inevitably where we're trying to get to is the other side of this gate. But there's a few steps along the way, so... Now if we come in here, we need to be careful because in the middle of this room... Watch for the shadows of the monster that hangs from the ceiling. So just like in the forest temple, you do have a wall master. So you just keep moving until his shadow stops, and then you just get ready to hit it after it lands. It's honestly not that big of a deal. So unlike the floor master, that one won't split up into multiple other won't split up into all other like smaller wall masters, so you just have to beat it the once. And then we get that. I don't even think this is a key, to be honest. Oh, Deku nuts, which I'm pretty sure I'm good on. There we go. And as I'm sure you can imagine, yes, the trick is here, there's an invisible path. You just stick to this wall, you don't even need the lens of truth for it, so... Swap that out, because I don't need the Deku sticks anymore. Okay, so there's one Skulltula. there's a room over here. Ah ha ha. Yeah, you gotta watch out for those flying pots. They come flying at you once you get closer, so. There's a few of them throughout the game that if you're not prepared for them, they could do some chip damage to you, but they're not that big of a deal. Okay, and I believe that's all I need. Oh. And I'm pretty sure to get into that side area now. If I'm remembering correctly, I just gotta go through here. But I can't remember if there's another key I need to find. I'm pretty sure the 2 chests I have left to open are, oh, fire keys. Yeah, be ready to switch your shield. Again, you don't want the fire keys burning up your shield unnecessarily. Where's the other one? Oh, there he is. And we will toss a bomb. Be careful, just like every other room. There's more than it appears in here, so you don't want to fall down one of these holes and have to climb all the way back up again. So that chest is just a blue rupee. It's just there as a trap to stray you from your direction. So, oh, okay, we're gonna simplify this real quick. Gonna make this nice and easy. Might as well grab that out while I go. I just stand between the 2 of them. So that is far and beyond the easiest way to take care of a like. You can fight it with your sword or other weapons if you want. It's just that's quickest and easiest. I got my Hylian shield back, which is whatever. With 500 rupees, it's not like it's hard for me to replace my equipment, so wasn't as concerned about that. I do that once in a while on a playthrough where I'll just have a like take away my shield, because I use the big Goron sword so much anyway that it's almost pointless to me after a certain part in the game, so. And we have the little Skulltula token, so that tells us that that is everything to collect in the bottom of the well. So now, we just use Furore's Wind, go all the way back to the beginning rather than trekking our way back through all the rooms and stuff, and out we go. Now, there is one other thing that I want to do, and that's actually make use of our new piece of equipment. And the way that we can do that is we need to go back to Castletown, and it needs to be nighttime. So obviously you go in during the day and play the song of or the sun song and make it nighttime. So I will see you at the market when it is nighttime. Alright, now that we're at the market, the building that you need to go to is is just to the right of the entrance. And if we take a look, there's a list of rules right here. Right here. Oh no, maybe it's not that. So there's somewhere that you can hear. It might have been through the skull mask and a gossip stone, but they don't let you use special glasses in here. So open the chest and, surprise, if you find a key inside, you'll be able to advance. Left or right, try your luck. 10 rupees to play. Do you want to try it? Absolutely. So he's going to give us a key, we go into the next room, and we have to determine which of the 2 chests in the room has either a rupee corresponding to the room color, or a key so we can go into the next one. Now you can go through and try your luck with this, because you don't need to have the Lens of Truth in here. But if you look at the Lens of Truth, you can just see exactly what item is in which chest and get the prize at the end. It's much easier to do it this way. Yep, so there's the next one. Then after a couple of these, we move on to the blue. And I believe it's 2 blue rooms, a red one, and then the prize. So you have to make it to the red room in order to make your money back. So there's that one. Oh wow, I probably could have just picked this side and gone down, and I would have been able to. So it is random each time you play, so just got to bear that in mind if you're trying without the Lens of Truth. And then big shocker, it is a heart piece that we are looking to get here. So if I'm not mistaken, this will be the first one for this heart. Yeah, so I've got a heart piece that says collect 4 pieces in total. And we are... and we're going to collect the other 3 as we go. That's going to be on the next episode. I do believe we will complete another heart on the next episode. So, yeah, that's going to be nice. But yeah, I'm just going to cut it off here. I just wanted to at least get the bottom of the well into this video. I wasn't quite expecting it to go so quick, so I figured I might as well add this on as a short tie-in. And on the next one, we're going to go back to being Adult Link and continuing on with the storyline. And I believe not next episode, but the one after that, we'll be moving on to the next temple. So thank you so much for checking out the video. It's always appreciated. If you did like the video, please drop a like. If you really liked it, don't forget to subscribe on your way over to your next video so that you catch all the updates when they come out. And until the next one, thank you and all the best.